up this magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can
Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Mike, behind set, ready!
Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie, it's Phillip Lindsay. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Second and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Wait! Let's go, we got this! Gun!
Now Flacco. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. From the gun, Flacco. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Lindsay. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
You're over here.
Once more, it's Flacco. And the Chiefs are going to get him.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Now after the sack, Flacco and the Broncos come up 3rd and long.
Roger, 5-0.
On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. He did well to get him 8 yards, but it's still going to mean a call to the punt team on 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime, but the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 20. Look at this, a tight end carry. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a man who really came on late last year, it's Damian Williams. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Mahomes can sling it, but the feet are nimble too as he scrambles for a 1st down. When plays break down, that's normally when Mahomes is at his best throwing the football, but as we saw, he can run it too. Last year, 60 carries, 272 yards, great elusiveness and speed, and the Chiefs obviously don't want him to be a running quarterback, but if he sees an angle like he did there, any opening, he has the ability to take it and run. Throwing on 2nd and 8, Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He is going to find Hill here. Quarterback Patrick Mahomes has some fond memories of playing here in Denver. In fact, one of his earliest NFL memories came here in the Mile High City. That was back in the final week of the 2017 season while Alex Smith was resting up for the playoffs. And we got a glimpse of what the young Mahomes could do. He threw for 284 yards in a 27-24 Chiefs victory. That, of course, was the first start of the career for Patrick Mahomes. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his second touchdown on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he'll get this up to about the 40. On the stop, Breeland Speaks. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Flacco. Throw left side complete. That's Lindsey. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 34-yard line. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 34. To pass, Flacco. Sutton reeling it in on the left side. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it 2nd and 7. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Flacco to throw here on 3rd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Philip Lindsey, the intended target. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position. And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands. Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. Fighting through, and he's got space. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game.
Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he'll take this back down inside the 20.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. It was Bryce Callahan jarring the ball free defensively.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
That's a what? Hey, Ripple is 40 seconds to Mike. Let's go, defense.
From the gun on third down, Mahomes. He can run for it, and he will. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still fourth down.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guy's in the front 7.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here's Flacco. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Deshaun Hamilton, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and this shows on the scoreboard.
Third down, Flacco from the gun. Got him in, he finds Sanders. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. First time that they've called his number tonight, and it gets him a first down.
First and 10 at the 38.
Flacco now, 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. Flacco on the give to Lindsey. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. Well, we talked about Philip Lindsay so much last year, but it bears repeating. Undrafted in 2018. The Broncos would sign him in May, and that was a good decision. He would have a 1,000-yard season, 9 touchdowns en route to a Pro Bowl appearance. So from undrafted to playing in the Pro Bowl in 10 months, that's pretty clean living for Philip Lindsay. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now the Notre Dame man, this is Theo Riddick. On the tackle, Tyrann Mathieu. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third.
Mike's 7. Tackles. Mike's 50. Mike's 50. I got you.
Flacco from the gun. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
On the stop that time, it was Josie Jewell. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Looking sideline, and that's caught by Watkins. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Now this throw caught left side. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. On first down, Mahomes. That's complete right around the 8. A gain of 6 there on first. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause, to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
Out of the shotgun, it's McCoy. And he's going to bowl his way into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. LaShawn McCoy with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
From the 31, Flacco. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Now after the sack, Flacco and the Broncos come up 3rd and long.
Hurry up.
3rd and long for Joe Flacco. And he's going to go down again. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Broncos send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Hey, 57, 57. Kill, turn up. Kill, turn up.
Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. Mahomes now on first down. Flushed out right. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. A lot of attention paid this week in practice to red zone offense. The coach was optimistic about how it went. We'll see. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Mahomes going to throw. That's out to Hill, right side complete. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
Now Mahomes. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
A gain of 15.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 11 yards there, first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Throwing now is Mahomes. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Working from the gun, Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's picked up by the Broncos. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
Mike spoke.
So the fumble recovery, now Flacco to throw. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he slides to avoid the hit. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Here's Lindsey trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
They'll go again with Lindsey, and he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. It's a 1st down following a gain of 3.
So after the defense gets you the ball on a takeaway and a fumble recovery of their own, you've got to reward them, don't you? You've got to stay out on the field, give them a chance to rest, and how about doing it the way they did it, running the football and picking it up on 3rd down.
Yeah, would not have wanted to go 3 and out. They avoid that right there.
Yeah, they avoided the glares as they went back to the bench, didn't they?
Tight down. There you go.
Now on 2nd and 13. Flacco. That'll be caught right side by Hamilton. Hamilton, the 4th-round pick, had a very productive career at Penn State where he was teammates with Saquon Barkley. And the tandem of he and Cortland Sutton brings some solid youth to that Bronco receivers room. And now the 24-year-old Hamilton hoping to build on what was a 30-catch campaign from a season ago as a rookie. 3rd down. Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. Left side here to Sanders. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Lindsey. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On 2nd and 9, Flacco stepping up. He's going to keep it and avoids the contact by sliding. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. In fact, he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
Zero.
Now Riddick. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
You got nothing.
Don't red.
A break from the ground game here. Flacco. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. 23 yards, the final tally. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Yellow. There's a line, right?
I don't even know why this team showed up.
Yellow.
Hey, turn it up.
Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. That's caught left side by Hardman. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 12 yards there and a first down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had it.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. The sack there by Bradley Chubb. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
After the sack on first down, Mahomes looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hill. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. And it's caught. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Yellow.
Mahomes now to throw. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The throw taken in by Hamilton. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Operating out of the gun, Flacco. And that's complete to the tight end, Hireman. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it. Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Third and just 1. It's Flacco. He finds Riddick complete. No gain at all on the play there. That brings up 4. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I'll just figure there's something wrong with the football.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. They're going to try it. Here's Flacco. Steps away to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Now, no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this with both of these guys running the ball well?
Yeah, they've mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just good mobility. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Flacco from the gun. And he's got Hireman. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Dancing to his left. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So they say no to the penalty. The incompletion stands. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And what they want to do is go ahead and take those downs away from them. You never want to give extra snaps to any offense. That's how you get hurt.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. And again, it's Flacco to throw. Being chased out left. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Flacco looks to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Flacco now on 4th. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Frank Clark, and the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Yellow. Let's go, Larry. 15.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. An excellent gain, 35 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Big series right here, so we got to step it up.
Mahomes going to throw it here. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. The Chiefs on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Mahomes to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught by Watkins. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit. And another first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Victory in the cards now for the Chiefs as they take a knee here. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. And they take a knee. And a sight that's becoming familiar in this season. They remain undefeated, another win under their belt.
And they did it the way that they really want to. Taking a knee at the end of the game. That means you have the ball, you're in control, you dictate the final part of this ball game, and they did exactly that.
And the clock rolls down to 0. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Chiefs, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face Kansas City next week. Meanwhile, for Denver, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.